Trump and Kim are having their summit here in this city in the next couple of days. What opportunity do you see for Vietnam Airlines as a result of such a high-profile visit?
Well, we are all Vietnamese are very proud that Hanoi, the city of peace, was chosen as the place for the summit. And this is the huge, unique opportunity for Vietnam, for Hanoi, and for Vietnam Airlines to promote ourselves to the world.
So how do you capitalize on it? It's only a couple of days.
Well, in Vietnam Airlines and like everyone else in Hanoi, we are very busy setting up things to welcome our guests and make sure that, everything is perfect for the tourists, for the investors, and for the journalists.
How important is this new route that's been approved to go to the United States? You're considering either direct flights down the road to Los Angeles or San Francisco. Do you have a decision on that, and how important is it to you?
There's a lot of beautiful, nice coincidence. Last week, FAA, they gave Category 1 to Vietnam Authority. That means Vietnam carriers would be able now to fly to the U.S., which is the long-awaited destination. We have a huge opportunity with 2 million plus Vietnamese community in the U.S., and we have a growing demand for business and tourists from the U.S. into Vietnam.
But you've also said that this is not a very profitable route. There's high competition. It's a long distance. You have to have the right airplane. Why does it make good business sense? Or does it make good business sense?
Well, the Vietnam to the west coast of U.S., the estimates are now close to 1 million passengers a year, which is the biggest unserved non-stop routes. But in airline business, the longer the routes and the more competition you face. But that is not as important as how we get prepared for the operations technically. At the moment, there is no suitable airplanes to fly non-stop, so we would have to wait until, I think, 3 or 4 years for the A350-1000 of Airbus to be delivered, or the 777X, to be ready by 2022.
Because you have quite a few A350-900s currently. That does not serve you well.
And the Dreamliner 787-9.
With 10s on the order.
But we would need to have a tech stop to do the fueling of the airplanes.
Now, we know the A380 was just killed by Airbus. Did you ever consider that?
Once in a while. We look at A380, but it was too big for the market.
So good riddance to it, right, for Vietnam Airlines. Now, I've talked to a number of people in Taiwan, and in this trade war with China and the United States, many manufacturers have moved some of their manufacturing from China to Vietnam, also Indonesia. How do you see that playing into your decisions on fleet and routes going forward? Are you seeing more business travel as a result of a diversion of manufacturing to Vietnam? The Vietnam economy has been growing at 6.6% for the last decade, a year.
Well, the movement of investment from China, from Hong Kong, from Taiwan and Korea into Vietnam in the last 5 years proved to be very encouraging. Not only that, it creates more demands for business travels, but import and export of parts and products are also give way for the boom in the cargo transportation. And we see the combination of both passengers and cargo as the potential for the Vietnam-US non-stop direct route.
Have you made a decision on the plane you're going to do, the 777X or the A350-1000?
Still on the process of considering.
And also the listing of your company. You're on the Hanoi private board, I believe, now. You're going to be moving to the Ho Chi Minh City Public Exchange.
We have completed the filing to the stock exchange, and we are now expecting early part of April this year.
And are you actively seeking a new strategic partner? I know a few years ago you sold an 8.8% stake to ANA, which is not part of your SkyTeam alliance, by the way. Are you looking at other strategic partners, and who might that be?
The government of Vietnam decided that they will reduce their share in Vietnam Airlines to 51%. So it would mean from here to a few years, the government would divest more than 35% of the shares.
Right.
So, and the way to do is the combination of the government selling off the shares, or we issue new shares. So the dilution would give way for more, investors, be them a new allies or strategic partner.
So you're looking for a strategic partner. Yeah. And we have to leave it here, but I want to ask you very quickly, you want to be number 2 in Southeast Asia, probably behind Singapore Airlines. When will that happen?
Well, it's a tough question. We are targeting to be 5 stars in 2 years, and then with the size of the market, we target in 5 years.